1996, I received a Certificate of Merit, MERIT, from the State Assembly, STATEASSEMBLY, of OF, New, NEW, York, YORK. Had my name on it. They stuck it in my diploma. It was in an envelope. I left the ceremony. Never saw anybody ever again. No idea why they issued the certificate. No idea what to do with the certificate. No idea. There's no contact number. There's no instructions. There's no anything. There's a building in the background as artwork, and it says that New York has some form of assembly. Never seen it. Never seen it, never heard from it. I think I got a phone call maybe once in Ronkonkoma. Really confusing. I'm like, what is the state assembly? Could you explain it to me? I really was confused. It was the first time I ever heard from anyone, and I'm like, now, and right, and then he's like, well, why don't you go online and research it? I'm like, what for? Like, why would I want to go online? I don't like computers. And it doesn't make sense, whatever they write. Can't you just explain it to me? Like, what's the purpose of, okay, so they get a really big salary. This is what I got from that. They get money to be an assemblyman, but you have to know people and have some letters of recommendation for people who know you, right? And then and it supplements. If you have another job, that's okay too, right? Okay. So now, how do you apply for such a thing? Like, is there a job application? Or he's like, no. He's like, well, you put your name in. I'm like, how? Where? And he's like, right, don't you have anybody in your district? I'm like, could you define what a district means? Because again, this is all new vocabulary for me. I mean, I live in something called a New York, or so my driver's license says, and my birth certificate. But I don't know what this encompasses, considering, I mean, I've seen a map. I know what the outline looks like. But this form of union or unity or like camaraderie and like that people actually live and do the right thing within its borders, you haven't seen any of that. I didn't even know humans really existed. I mean, I see these papers, I see TV like little, I turn the TV on and this is what I see. I turn it off, I turn it on, this is what I see. But when I go out the front door, I see this. This is what the TV keeps telling me. And I walk out the door, and this is what I see. So now you tell me, human, what was the point of being here? Because I'll trust the fucking thing out of your fucking mouth. So I got some certificate of merit, right? So they're pretending like they got some kind of job function somewhere. I don't know what the fuck they do. Sit around, do nothing, because that's what it fucking looks like. Hide from me. That's what it fucking feels like. So now, there's some form of an NYPD. I got that much. I see them running around in their cars. They write tickets, right? Jay used to say that they put handcuffs on people. It's a really shitty job. But they're happy because they get a pension at the end. And they get to have friends in a big fraternity. That I totally got. I said that's the only redeeming quality about this really fucking shitty-ass job in the local community. But at least it's defined. At least you go to an academy. At least they teach you the rules. They tell you what to do. You get like a general sense of like, I get up every morning. I know what's expected of me. Not the fucking world I live in. Since I was little. I've got Lou before. I just screamed at the top of my fucking lungs. Because here's the thing. I was born to two parents. One of them, the woman, used to like to pull my hair and make me scream and cry just for fun. because she was mad at my dad, who used to like to go out and have drinks and never come home. So my mom used to take it out on me and then tell me to go to my room and be quiet and not bother her. It was a real fucking shit show. And it was like a fucking horror show. And then my father is a fucking psychotic weirdo where he likes to incite me to argue with him purposely, to then have a snapshot to go run to the psycho woman who likes to hurt me. So then this way they can parlay and speak and talk really derogatory against me. This is the psychotic shit show human that I grew up with. So now I'm just curious, in the pseudo world of humans are actually functioning, and that would be the one that's spelled PSEUDO in their pseudo function, because those were the good people that I could rely on when I was calling in my psychotic PSYC. I think we put an HOCATIC at Pharaonic, with people who actually cared somewhere that had already earned credits and knew what was going on. So now, if I could get the number to pseudo smart, well, they said, right, I don't know, pseudo what? What do we call you? Pseudo learned about the malfunctioning humans that I was left amongst. They haven't increased in function whatsoever. They're worse than ever. I never fucking trusted them, and I still don't. So this is Psychopath that humans left me on, and I've got pseudo function recording and documenting the psychosis of humans where they think they're actually real, their words mean something, and I couldn't give two fucking shits less. So this asshole father of mine, Lewis, I'm just trying to sit in my room, be quiet, and do my thing. Document, record, upload. That's it. Well, he doesn't like the posts. So now he's not getting me coffee today. He's not going to let me use Wi-Fi. He's just going to be a real asshole. And then he keeps fucking talking and he won't fucking shut up. And I'm like, listen, get your foot out of my door. I want to close my bedroom door and I want to sit on the floor in this prison. And I'm just going to be by myself. Just go away. He wouldn't get his fucking foot out of the door. So now the door is open. So now he's just yapping and yapping. So my ear has to record. And now I have a chainsaw moment with him. CHAINSAW. Where I saw him, I heard him. And now someone somewhere thinks his words mean something and count. And now feel like they have to argue his point on his behalf in your psychopath human function where you think you're actually fucking real. Niet spasiba. NIET. You're not real. You don't exist. And you're definitely not fucking important when it comes to me. In relation to me, none of you have a degree of certainty or efficiency or importance to write a paper or to argue on anyone else's behalf except for my own to get me the fuck out of here. That's been since I was little. So now Lewis won't leave. Finally, I close the door, but he just keeps coming back and has to keep talking, has to have the last word. And it's just like, shut the fuck. So I just keep screaming, I can't wait for you to fucking die. I said, like a chainsaw, Lewis. I want somebody to cut your fucking head off, chainsaw style, so you're dead, you die, they kill you, and you will be no longer. I said, I can't wait for the fucking day you die. I can't wait for you to fucking die, Lou. You know why I can't wait for you to fucking die, Lou? Because your entire life has amounted to absolutely fucking nothing. You've contributed nothing. All you do is talk badly about everybody. And I really have seen you succeed never. And you are that little insignificant in the grand schematic of things. And you actually cause more harm than your person can afford. And he just keeps going and keeps going. So I just said, dilute, dilute. Every time he opened his mouth, I just screamed over him. The Jamaican upstairs must think that he almost got a job transfer to Tokyo, apparently. Right? Yeah, I don't know, whatever. I think he's my sand pourer, whatever. That's SANDPOURER. Sometimes in like, well, I know, and again, Jamaica's different, but I can't verify that he's really Jamaican. I don't know what I know the linguistical characteristics sometimes, but I can't tell if you fake it. And I don't know the structural look and hue or gray tone of the skin to tell the difference, like in any certainty whatsoever. I can't even tell my own white people apart. They're so fucking lost and confused. So I don't know. Sand pouring is usually like a voodoo, like French Quarter. That's usually Haitian related, though. But then I don't know if the island hop, or I guess through marriage, whatever. Perhaps they still have some, maybe they call it something different. I haven't met enough people, and usually they don't talk about it. So I'm just letting you know I heard sand pouring up there at one point. So he might have a shot at being somewhat functioning. I don't know. I mean, when I talk to him, he's an absolute doll, but whatever. Let's see. It's not like my two malfunctioning pseudo science projects of I didn't ask for this, I didn't say I wanted to stay, and they're still fucking as rotten as the day I was born and before. On document for creature comfort.